Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. Hope you're all well. We've got a sort of local kind of brewery, if you like, and it was picked up in Morrison's. It was part of a 4 for 3, but if I remember rightly, it would have cost you £2 on its own. And we've got a beer from the Hobson's brewery out of Cleobury, Mortimer, and this is a butler there, DHU Stone. And it is a smooth dark stout. It's coming in at 4.3% in a 500ml bottle. I think I said that. And £2 it cost, but part of a 4 for 3. But I don't think this might have been one I got for free. And the beer has got a silver. It won a silver in a beer award thing 2022. That's their usual style label, just with different colours. That's their usual bottle cap. Now on the back it's saying style stout. On the eyes it looks mahogany. Smell chocolate, roasty and coffee. Taste rich vanilla molasses. It's 3.5 in bitterness out of 5 and 2.5 on the sweetness, and it goes out a date of April next year. So let's get it out, get it into a glass. Now I don't have Hobson's glass, so we're going to bang it in the old RCH brewery. Looks like a stout sort of glass, doesn't it? And see what we get. If it's as good as the 3 ton stout that I done the other week, it's going to be a banging beer. It really is. That was fantastic for something so light, but I've got a feeling this is going to be slightly different. Not necessarily a bad beer, but just slightly different. So, a little bit left in the glass, slightly vigorous pour near the end. So, looks wise, it looks jet black to you, but yes, I can see light there. It's a mahogany sort of colour. We've got a finger, just over a finger of tan head, mix and match bubbles. I'm not seeing any carbonation go up, but I'm sure there's a bit in there, but not too much, hopefully. So yeah, looks decent, looks what you'd expect. So let's dive in on the nose and see what we get. Yeah. Dark chocolate for me. Very roasty and very strong in coffee. It's almost a neat sort of coffee, I would say. That sort of neat coffee smell, not like a milky coffee, but you know, neat sort of coffee beans. Smells quite rich. What does it say? Molasses on the taste. It says molasses on the taste and vanilla. You kind of get that dark, rich sort of molasses sort of aroma in there on the nose, I think. If that makes any sense. And there's maybe the slightest of vanilla on the nose maybe as well. But it's saying them in the taste. So, stop waffling. Hobson's DHU Stone Smooth Dark Stout, 4.3%. Cheers. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm going to say at the moment it's maybe not, it's not as good as the 3 ton stout at the moment. Let's go in again. Body is quite light on it. Remember, it's a low ABV beer. Well, I say low, 4.3. It's not exactly, you know, massive sort of ABV. So the body is quite light. I suppose what that does is make it drinkable. The carbonation is smooth in there. Quite busy for a stout, really, but not wild. So the bubbles are good in it. It's super smooth to drink. I mean, it's definitely like a smooth dark stout. It really is smooth when you drink it. And lovely and soft as well. And for me, it's because that body is lighter that it doesn't live up to the 3 tons one for me. The flavours in here, lovely, which I'm going to get to in a minute. But the body of that 3 tons one was the winner for me, especially at 4.4%. It was fantastic. But let's crack on with this one. This is the beer we're reviewing. So yeah, chocolate. Sort of starts out sort of a little bit milky, or it could be just that the bitter side of that chocolate sort of taste is coming through a little bit after, just fractionally after. Hang on, bloody cat. Right, where were we? On the taste. Right, sort of starts out a milky sort of chocolate sort of thing, just for a split second, then the bitterness of that chocolate sort of comes in again. Gonna have to get this done soon because I've got none left in the bottle. Yeah, slightly, it's sort of like a milky chocolate if you like. There is a fraction of vanilla in there. I'm going to say it's just normal, it's just that vanilla makes it feel like a little bit of a sort of milky chocolate to start off with. Then it gets really roasty, then it starts getting bitter, and the coffee kicks in on the back end. Yeah, right at the back end, that's where your big coffee hits. So it sort of starts out, it's smooth, it's lightly sort of sweet. Maybe that little bit of vanilla in there, like I say, which is bringing the sweetness to the party. And then it gets roasty, the coffee comes in, and that's where you get more of the bitterness right on the back end. But it's a very decent stout, very sessionable. I think this is one you could really cane a few of, to be honest. Goes down really well. It's not too heavy that it's going to fill you up. It's not too gassy that it's going to fill you up and bloat you. 4.3%. Drinks bang on for me. That drink's like really not a nice 4.3%. Not a weak, wishy-washy kind of thing. It's got a nice 4.3% sort of feel to it as you drink it. Yeah, it's a cracking beer. A bit of a balls up this video, wasn't it, with the old cats kicking in. But Hobson's out of Cleabrew Mortimer, their DHU Stone smooth dark stout, 4.3%, 500ml bottle, £2 from Morrison's where I live. It's a very decent drop. Very decent drop, and do you know what? Sometimes their beers have put me off picking them up. They do actually do a couple in clear bottles, and I just can't bring myself to do them ones. But yeah, decent brewery. They do some good stuff. So yeah, would I recommend it? Yes. Would I drink it again? Yes. Have you had it before? Let me know. Feel free to comment. Like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to. If you don't, just keep watching. I'm happy with that. And I'll see you again soon on another one. Boom.